the square root of n.
To make some of that.
Yeah, I'll do that real quick. Okay, so x bar. When we actually did the study, what did we get?
13,725.
13,725 minus what we predicted
13,900.
divided by
2,345 divided by the square root 30?
n,
Or just n?
which is, how many children did they look at?
5.
500. It was bigger than 30, but it wasn't 30.
So why can't you
Why can't I what?
just multiply? Do you have to do another division, or can you just multiply it on the top?
What do you mean multiply it on the top?
Why can't you just,
You're saying like, why don't I just subtract and then multiply by this?
yeah,
You could, but then it would flip the fraction. So it'd be the square root of 500 divided by 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you saying that you just do this divided by that times this?
give me a second.
Okay.
I did it last time, it didn't work. So I don't know what's up.
I got negative 1.67.
Okay.
What'd you get?
Negative 1.67.
Cool.
I also,
Okay.
but
By doing it your way?
just instead of, yeah, you subtract it, multiply by the square root of 500, and then divide.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
That's just flipping the fraction and multiplying.
Yeah. I just-
Okay,
it was more
so where does
simplified.
1.67 go? It's because the
Oh.
notes on the AP Stats exam all look like x minus mu over sigma, but it keeps getting
I
edited.
see, I see.
It'll be p hat minus p divided by, you know, like it's always the same
I see.
format. Okay, so negative 1.67 is where?
It's in our rejection.
It's in the rejection region on the left or the right?
Left.
Okay, so it's just barely over the line over here, right? Okay, so if it's in the rejection region, the first thing you think about is the null. That means we're going to reject the null. And we're going to accept the alternative. So I'm going to write I. Reject the null. And, so first we care about the null. Now we care about the claim. Do I accept or reject the claim?
Sure. they close.
And reject the claim. That the annual cost is 13,900. You don't have to be super specific, but when you're on the AP exam, you would say the mean annual cost of raising a child under age 2 by a husband-wife family in the United States is. You do not have to say that on my homework, but I do want you to write a quick sentence just so that you remember that you have to do that. Okay. Now, did I reject it because it wasn't exactly 13,900?
Yes.
No. If it was 13,899, would it have passed?
The null would have, the claim wouldn't.
No, the null and the claim are the same thing in this case. See, null is the same thing as the claim in this case. So here's 0, right? It wasn't close enough to 13,900. It was just, I bet if it was 13,750, it would have passed. I mean, it was just a shade over the line, right? So if it's close enough to hit the null, it would have passed because this time, so last time my claim was here. So it didn't work because it hit this side. This time my claim was the middle because it was the null, and it didn't work because it hit over here. I know, it's tough to understand, but you're going to get it eventually. If you look at the homework on the back page, did I not write any homework?
The
Neat.
homework.
There's homework.
Uh,
Well, I'm not gonna give you a lot,
where?
unless you complain. Let's go with for tonight, do 37 and 39. Okay? This is page 375, numbers I think I just pulled pie out of my hair. Yuck.
Save it for later.
Oh my God. Stop being my father. My dad does that every time he gets something caught in his beard. He always goes, ooh, I'm saving it for later. And then he doesn't wipe it out. I'll be like, Dad, you got something in your beard. And he'll be like, I'm saving it for later. And then he'll just leave it.
He saves it for later.
And I'll be like, stop. Wipe it out of your face. And he'll be like, I'm saving it for, and I'm like, Dad, you've got a white beard and marinara sauce in there. Please, it's so gross. He won't. He thinks it's hilarious that it makes me uncomfortable. Okay, so these two are rejection regions and these two are p-values. So right now you can do 37 and 39 and then the other two I'll assign you tomorrow. Okay?